If you want different results, focus on this instead. Welcome to today's episode. I want to give you an idea for you to think about, and that is that whatever results you are experiencing right now are from systems that you have been running. Now, many of these systems won't work that well. Many of them will have processes or steps that weren't done in order or done in the wrong sequence, and that led to a certain result. But what I want you to consider is that if that is the case, then what you can do if you want a different result is work on bringing those processes into your awareness, looking at them and say, oh, what was done? What did I do? Do these steps actually give that result? And if I wanted a different result, then how do I change it up? This is interesting. This is very exciting because it means that if the results that you are getting now are because of some form of system, albeit it might be run poorly or it might be run out of sequence, steps might be missed if you were trying to get a different result, but it gave you that result. The system that was running gave you that result. If you want a different result, then you're going to need to change the system. And that could mean going, okay, well, what are the steps that need to change to give me that result that I do want? And perhaps there's a timing issue. Perhaps they have to be done in a certain time frame. Perhaps there is issues of how quickly or how slowly things are done. This is part of the process. And if you get that wrong, then it won't work. The best analogy for this is just like baking a cake. If you want to bake a cake successfully, you're going to need the right ingredients. Now, you might be able to substitute a few in and out, but every time that you change an ingredient, it will alter your potential final result. But let's say that you do have all of the right ingredients, then you need to do them in a certain order. If you mess up the order or you use the wrong ingredients in the wrong place, you will not end up with that cake. You will end up with something else. But let's say that you've got the right ingredients and you follow the right steps and that you actually get it in the oven. Now, if you put the oven at the right temperature for the right time, you will get that cake. But if you lower the temperature or increase the temperature, if you leave it in for shorter or longer amounts of time, then you will get a different result. And so you can see that the result of let's call it a chocolate cake, requires the right ingredients, it requires the right steps to be done to those ingredients, and it requires the right temperature and time in the oven in order for you to create that result. This is just like everything in life. This is exciting because most of the time that recipe is hidden, the ingredients are obscured, and the amount of time and the temperature of the oven is also unknown. For most things in life, you're like, oh man, not really sure how that happened. Well, it happened for set reasons. It happened for a set cause. There was things that were done or not done that led to that result. The more that you can bring that out into the open, where you can see the documentation, even if it's not perfect, still having the big steps that make up what must happen. Like you might be able to get away with a range of temperatures or a range of times. But if you go doubling the temperature and halving the time, you will not get a baked cake. You'll get something else. You'll get a burnt cake that's uncooked in the middle. You're like, that's not what I wanted. Great, change it to what you do want. Not just what the result is, but what are the process steps that must be in place. I hope this is helping you. This is an interesting concept because if you recognize that the results that you are getting right now are from some kind of system and they're not ones that you want, and there's results that you do want, then all you need to do is find out the right recipe to get that result. Document it, rinse and repeat, and now you have a consistent way to bake chocolate cakes or do anything else in life that you want to. If you want some help with how to do this for your business, head over to systemio.dev. Hope you got a lot of value out of today's episode. I've got to go and perform in my band, which is super fun. Looking forward to it tonight. I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode, though, when we continue this journey of power of systems to create results. See you then.